Now, last week on the show, Eric and Steven had made their first NFL picks. Since the show is going through a transitioning phase, they went ahead to go ahead and carry on the NFL picks. And it was funny because they provided this long ass analysis with each pick, and they couldn't even get through their picks in one segment. And I had let them have it on the break. I had sent both of them a message. I said, "Yo, you guys have got to speed it up. It's long ass analysis. Like, you guys can't do that." And Steven and Eric have declined that. They will not do that. They will not listen to me. Eric and Steven are going to do what Eric and Steven won't. And you're probably going to hear me complain. But before we get into the actual picks, evidently, according to Chris, somebody has a few words for you two, Eric and Steven.
Hey, yo, who you got for this weekend? And I need these picks to be accurate. Last week, I lost too much money, and Chris ain't say nothing. So who I got to depend on?
Yeah, I'm trying to order me a pizza. I want pepperoni with pineapples and hey, what you want in this pizza?
Hey, yo, Roscoe, you don't shut up.
I'm just trying to order some food.
I'm trying to get my picks straight. And if they don't have my picks straight this week, then you know what's going to happen.
Well, he's making his picks right now, and I'm trying to get the food together.
We going to squad up, and I'm coming after you, and I'm coming after you, Chiafalo, and I need to make sure you got my money. You don't break me off, I'ma break you off. You feel me? You dig?
I don't know, man. He be tripping sometimes.
Hey, Roscoe, didn't I just tell you to shut up? I ain't got time for that. You chatting in the background. Hey, we don't get this money, I'ma break them off, and then guess what? I'ma break you off. Y'all better act like y'all know. Come correct. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time. I need these picks. It's football Sunday, boy!
Oh, jeez. That was great, Chris. Great job on that intro right there.
Those guys, man. Those guys are haters.
Haters, man.
They really
are.
Can't. Well, I guess let's get things kicked off with the Thursday night
game. Going.
Let's get it
Cincinnati
rolling.
Close to Cleveland.
Yeah, we have the
Cleveland.
Ohio matchup. Now, this should be a really fun game, don't you think, Steven? I mean, the Cleveland Browns, that's a hot ticket right there. But
I'm in hell!
This is probably gonna be a pretty much a blowout. I got the Bengals. I mean, they're 7-0. They're 11-point favorites. I got them winning 30-17, and I have the Bengals covering.
Bengals 7-0, yes, but they've pulled wins out of nowhere. But last time Johnny Manziel played the Bengals, he threw 3 interceptions. They got shut out 30-0. Bengals win 20-7.
Dolphins and Bills. Will my Dolphins bounce back? I think I probably have false hope, but I think they're going to go into Buffalo, and I think they're going to pull it out 17-14. They got embarrassed last week. They're coming off a 10-day break here, a little mini bye week for them. The Bills have been struggling. I think Dolphins bounce back with a 17-14 victory.
Tyrod Taylor's coming back. It worries me a little bit because he's a really good quarterback. Much better than E.J. Manuel. But Dan Campbell, like you said, 10-day break. Dan Campbell can get the defense back up. They need to learn how to adjust without Cameron Wake. Dolphins win by field goal.
Andrew's about to start sleep talking over here. Next game we got Packers and Panthers. Panthers 7-0. Panthers are looking good, but and I know we kind of dogged on the Packers yesterday, but the Packers are coming off a bad loss. Aaron Rodgers is going to come out like a madman on the road. I think they'll get enough pressure on Cam Newton to slow him down, and I think the Packers are going to win 24-21.
Yeah, the Packers coming off a bad loss to the Broncos with DeMarcus Ware and all these other great defensive players like Hakeem Talib. The Panthers lost 23-3 to the Colts. Who? The Colts? What? Packers 27-10.
And for the matchup of the week, we have the Redskins and the Patriots. This should be a Super Bowl preview. The Redskins are going into Foxborough, and they're 14-point underdogs. That might be generous. I think that New England might put up a 50-burger on them. I'm going Patriots. I'm going Patriots 48, Redskins 17.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
That's generous. The last time the Redskins went to New England was 2007 during the Patriots' perfect run, and they got destroyed 52-0. Nothing's changed. Patriots 52-7. Patriots 56-3.
I got the Redskins 50-0. Give me the skin.
Oh, that's bold, Andrew. He's definitely
Redskins 50-0 over the Patriots. Oh yeah, Redskins are gonna go on there and win the damn Super Bowl. Super Bowl for DC.
Super Bowl of us. Captain Titans and Saints. This game is in the Superdome. The Saints are good in the Superdome. Drew Brees is coming off a 7-touchdown pass performance, and the Titans just fired their head coach. Now, I don't know if Mariota's coming back, but I don't really care. I think the Saints are going to be winning that game 30-16.
Listen, Drew Brees threw 7 touchdowns against the Giants, who have a pretty good defense, if I do see it myself. The Titans have won since week 1 against the Bucks. This game's a Superdome. Saints have won 5 in a row. Superdome. Saints 42-10.
42-10. I like it. Now the Rams and Vikings. This is an interesting matchup for me. This is two teams that they're low key teams, but they're solid. You know, the Rams are 4-3, Vikings 5-2. The Vikings were kind of my sleeper team for this season. I like what Teddy Bridgewater's doing. Stephon Diggs. Their defense is very good, and we all know that Todd Gurley's a man amongst boys right now. So this should be a heck of a matchup. I got the Vikings winning at home 20-17 in possibly the game of the week.
Oh, yeah, definitely play of the week. Teddy Bridgewater against Todd Gurley. Whoever has the better game wins this game. I can't even pick a winner. The game is tied. I can't pick a winner.
All right, we got Stephen riding the fence here. Adrian Peterson and Todd Gurley. That's gonna be fun to watch. I appreciate the hot take, Stephen. Moving on to Jaguars and Jets. This is another dud of a game, unfortunately. I hate picking the Jets, but let's be honest, the Jaguars are the Jaguars. The Jets are at home. They just came off a loss. Now, again, I don't know if it's Patrick or Geno Smith is playing, but I think they'll be able to run the ball. Chris Ivory will have a bounce-back game, and Darrelle Revis will probably pick off Blake Bortles 16 times. I have the Jets winning 24-16.
That's a good pick. Ryan Fitzpatrick starting for the Jets this week, according to the score. But Chris Ivory's going to be the player of the game. 200 yards rushing. The Jets, 2013.
Raiders and Steelers. This is an old school matchup, and now the Raiders are actually a solid team. So this should actually be a fun one. They're going into Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, now that they have Roethlisberger back, they're definitely more formidable. But I have the Raiders going into Pittsburgh and winning. I like what I see from Derek Carr, and I like what I see from Amari Cooper. This should be a pretty high-scoring game. I'm going to go 30-27 Raiders.
I agree with that. Le'Veon Bell's off the season with a torn MCL, so the Steelers running game is done. And the Raiders, my God, Amari Cooper is this team right now. Of course, he couldn't do it without Derek Carr. Raiders win 30-17.
And the Raiders got my boy Clive Walford. Hopefully he can get a touchdown because it is all about the U, baby. Giants are going into Tampa Bay. And
a relevant
obviously Jameis Winston.
Yes!
Jameis Winston at the helm.
Just for that pick, we gotta play this music right here. We have to.
Oh,
yeah.
Geez.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston beats the Falcons, and Andrew thinks he won the Super Bowl. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, right.
this might actually be a more fun game than I think it's going to be, but I think the Giants are going to win this game. I think the Giants win this game 23-14.
Who you got for this week?
Yeah, Jameis Winston beat the Falcons last week. That was a shock. And the Giants put up 6 touchdown passes. It is in Tampa. Giants win 23-13.
I like it. Falcons are going to 49ers. We're going to see the Blaine Gabbert show with no
Go Niners.
Davis. Go Niners. I wonder why you say that, Andrew. The Dirty Birds are going to go into Candlestick, and they're probably going to lay a beat down on these Niners. The Falcons are coming off a brutal loss to Jameis Winston and the Buccaneers. The 49ers are just tail spinning. It's going to be a bad game. I got the Falcons going 31, 49ers 13.
Yeah, Blaine Gabbert has won 2 games in his career. 2 games. Give the Falcons defense? Not today. Give the Falcons 31-14. Give them that 2 touchdowns.
Now, we do have a fun one in the afternoon showing. We have Peyton Manning's going back into Indianapolis. That's always fun. But we've seen the Colts struggle. Their offense really doesn't get going until the fourth quarter. That Denver defense is just about flawless. I think they're going to be hitting Andrew Luck all afternoon, and it's probably going to be a long game for him. He might be able to make it a game in the fourth quarter, but I got the Broncos winning that game 30-16.
A little close for the Colts and Broncos. Yeah, Andrew Luck, they spoiled Peyton's return to Indy a few seasons ago, not this season. Broncos win, 37-10?
37-10. Wow, we got a blowout. Eagles and Cowboys. Stevens Cowboys.
Sunday
Matt
Night Football
Castle at the helm. Yeah, Sunday Night Football should be fun. Division matchup. I don't imagine this being a high-scoring game, but I do think the Cowboys find a way to pull it out. They need to win 1, maybe 2 games with Romo gone to keep themselves afloat. I think this is the game that they do it. They are at home. I think they'll do just enough to win. I got them winning 17-14.
There's a reason they call it the NFC least. We're 2-5. We're only 2 games out behind the Giants. If we beat the Eagles, we're tied for last because obviously the Patriots are going to beat the Redskins. So the Redskins, Eagles, and Cowboys will be tied for second in the East if the Cowboys win. Spoiled DeMarco's return to Dallas, 24-17.
Andrew, wake up. It's the last game.
Yeah!
Football. Bears and Chargers. These are 2 teams that are having down years, but it's in San Diego. Phillip Rivers, I mean, I really have nothing else to say. I have no other reason why I'm picking the Chargers other than they're at home. I got Phillip Rivers pulling this game out against Jay Cutler 20-17.
Oh, well, hello, you just said it, Jay Cutler. Again, John Fox, head coach. Jay Cutler is a terrible quarterback. Phillip Rivers is looking for his 3rd straight game of over 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. I think it's his 3rd straight. It might have been even longer than that. Chargers win 31-3.
And no Matt Forte.
That is our Week 9 NFL picks.
It's over. It's over! Woo! Yes! Yes! It's over! No more analysis! Roscoe, Jack, get your money, boy!